Hi, I'm Audrey, and today I'm going to talk um, a little about something that I have, and it's called Tourette syndrome. You've probably heard of it, Tourette's. And I just want to do a little video um, to promote awareness and to let people who probably don't know a lot about the disorder something more. First of all, it's a neurological disorder, not a mental disorder. It involves the signals that your brain sends to your body, telling it how to move. Um, and it's thought to be genetic. Um, the exact gene has not been defined yet, and so they're not sure if it's exactly genetic. Like in my case, I have no known family with Tourette's, but me and my 10-year-old cousin both have it. Um, and it the motions it causes uncontrollable um, movements and sounds, like you just saw there. It can be as simple as rolling your eyes, nodding your head, which both of which I have, humming, I have, or it can be as severe as jumping, hitting yourself. Um, Sorry, I'm getting over a cold, so you're gonna hear me coughing a lot. Um, It can be, you've probably heard of coprolalia, uncontrollable swearing. That, oddly enough, only happens in 5 to 15% of people with Tourette's, but it's the most widely known and one that um, the only type that most people know about. Um, you just saw it there. That was some of my ticks. And holding in a tick is kind of like, imagine a sneeze or a blink. So I'll use a blink as my example. Now I want you to try this with me, anybody who's watching this video. Um, don't blink, okay? Just don't blink. You're probably feeling your eyes burning right now. Don't blink. Whatever you do, don't blink. Now, what I'm guessing is that if you still have your eyes open right now, you're tearing up and you can't think of anything else, and it's probably uncomfortable if not painful. Go ahead, blink. Um, that's exactly what it feels like to hold in a tick. You can't think of anything else. It's uncomfortable. Sometimes it even hurts. And then now that you've blinked, I'm guessing that you blinked over and over and over again and had to rub your eyes. That's what it's like with a tick. If you try to hold it in, it's uncomfortable. You can't think of anything else. It puts you on edge. You're nervous, jumpy, and then when you finally do tick, it's so much worse than it would have been if you hadn't done it in the first place. Um, and so that's basically just what it kind of feels like. There are certain disorders that often accompany Tourette's. A lot of his Tourette's have ADD, ADHD, OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder, which is what I have. A little bit about that is just obsessions are, it's just thoughts or ritual or things that your brain makes you do. Kind of like you have a tick, it's like a tick inside your head. Some people like me have to count, everything has to be symmetrical with me. I have beats and rhythms and patterns I do things in. Some people have thoughts, they have to check things over and over again. They fear contamination, they wash their hands every day. Anyway, back to Tourette's. Um, Tourette's usually, it onsets around the ages of, it can be anywhere from 4 to 8 or 10. I happen to get mine around the age that most kids do. I got mine around 6. And sorry, um, Tourette's, that's the average age that a lot of kids get it at, around 6 years old. um, and I was checked out by a neurologist when I was 7 who said I did not have Tourette's. So until I was around 13, I just was told I was a kid who had to stop being weird and cut it out and stop doing strange stuff. In fact, I don't even remember the doctor appointment, and so I really didn't know what Tourette's was until my health teacher in 6th or 7th grade mentioned something about it. And I said to my mom, "Mom, that sounds like me." I went to a neurologist. Long story short, I got diagnosed to the surprise of my mother, not so much to me. um, but basically, that's just what Tourette's is. It's mainly it's completely uncontrollable. I can hold in a tick for a very short amount of time. Um, but it's not fun, and it, it's not something that people with Tourette's want to do. And so I want to promote awareness for the disorder. I've been chosen to represent my state um, at the 2011 Tourette Syndrome Association Ambassador Program in Washington, D.C. And so I get to go and talk with my senator and everybody. My nose is bleeding. That's great. Anyway, I get to talk with my senator of the state and everything about Tourette's and just learn how to public speak. And what I'm asking for you is just to promote a little bit of awareness. Tell 2 or 3 people. Don't you don't have to advocate unless you want to, but just tell a couple people, and then maybe they'll tell a couple people, and before we know it, um, the disorder will be understood better, because there's nothing worse than having something you can't control, a disorder, a syndrome, whatever you want to call it, and people judging you and thinking that it's your fault. So please do everybody a favor and spread the word. So if you've watched to this point, all 7 minutes and 4 seconds, um, I'm hoping that you'll understand a little bit more about it. I'm gonna try to post some more regular videos. So stay tuned. Bye. Thank you for watching.